Hello students, welcome back to my channel once again. So today we are going to cover the CBSE board grade 10, the chapter that is surface areas and volume. So this is the part 1 video I'm going to discuss now. There will be many more parts of this video, means of this chapter. Okay, so we will go through one by one. So let us take a look what we are going to learn from this chapter. So first we need to understand what is cuboid. I think many of you know what is cuboid, but still I will show what is cuboid with the help of the diagram. Let us first take some examples of cuboid. Okay. So the examples of cuboid are like brick. If you take this fish aquarium, that is also in the shape of cuboid. These boxes are also in the shape of cuboid, right? Now let us see the geometrical figure of the cuboid. So this is the geometrical figure, how to draw the cuboid. This is the way you should draw the cuboid. Okay. Now what are the different properties of cuboid? That is, a cuboid has 6 faces. So let us take what are the faces? So this is the first face, then second face, third face, fourth face, fifth face, and finally the sixth face. Okay. So you can clearly see that there are two horizontal faces. So horizontal faces means this one and the bottom one. So upper one, the ceiling one, and the bottom one. So these are the horizontal faces. Now four vertical faces. What are vertical faces? This one, two, three, and 4. So these are the vertical faces. So there are 4 vertical faces in the cuboid and 2 horizontal faces. So a cuboid has 8 corners. If you take a look at the figure carefully, so there are 8 corners for this cuboid. Okay, so it's already marked with the red bullet. So these are the 8 corners for the cuboid. A cuboid has 3 dimensions, which are length, breadth, and height. So cuboid, you can say that it is made up of, if you group different rectangles, right? So, and the 3D figure of rectangle is, because you know that rectangle is a 2D figure, two-dimensional figure, which has only length and breadth. But if you pile up different rectangles one by one, then you will get the cuboid figure. So here also we have the height. So now this is the length, this is the breadth, and finally the height. Okay, so cuboid has 3 dimensions: length, breadth, and height. That is L, B, and H. Now, what is the formula? So let us take a look at the formula related to the cuboid. What are the different formulas are there for the cuboid that you need to learn? So let us first understand the formula for vertical surface area of the cuboid. Vertical surface area means, already I have shown you what are the vertical faces. So for each face, if you take a look, each face is a rectangle, right? So that we need to, if you need to calculate the vertical faces, then you need to calculate the area of 4 vertical faces. Okay. So vertical surface area is equal to the sum of the areas of 4 vertical surfaces. So sum of the area of 4 vertical surfaces, each surface is a rectangle. So if we can find out the area of the rectangle, right, then if we add to all the rectangle areas, then we will get the vertical surface area. So area of rectangle is basically what? The product of the adjacent sides, right? So now if you take this is one vertical surface. So here the adjacent sides are L and H, right? So the area of the shaded face will be L into H. So we will write this one. Then let us take the other vertical surface, that is also L and H, right? So just add to it LH plus LH. Now take the other two vertical surface. So here you can see the adjacent two sides are H and B. So the area of the shaded face is equal to B into H plus the other shaded face of the area. Okay, so the area of the other shaded face will be equal to B into H. So we'll also add that too. So finally what we got, LH plus LH plus BH plus BH. Okay. So now there are 2 LH. So we will write 2 LH plus 2 BH. Okay. Now if you take here 2 as common and H is also, you can see that we can take common from here. So 2H if we take common, then we will get in the bracket L plus B. So the vertical surface area is 2H into L plus B. Or we can also write it as 2 into L plus B into H. Okay. So this is a vertical surface area of a cuboid. Now let us now understand the formula for total surface area of the cuboid. What do you mean by total surface area? So let us first understand that. So total surface area is basically the vertical surface area and also the horizontal surface area, means horizontal faces. So what are the horizontal faces over here? That is one at the ceiling and one at the bottom. That is the area of two base faces. Okay. So vertical surface area, already we know the formula, that is 2 into L plus B into H. Okay, we will put that formula. Now area of two base faces. So a cuboid has two base faces, like these we can also consider it as horizontal faces. Now if you take a look, the shaded one, so here the adjacent sides are L and B. So the area of the shaded face will be L into B. Similarly, the upper one is also L into B. So we can say that 2L into B, right? Now, if we just break down this 2L plus B into H, that is a vertical surface area, that is 2LH plus 2BH plus 2LB. Now, if we take 2 as common, because in this expression we can't take any further thing common. So, if we take 2 as common, then that is LB plus BH plus LH. So, this is the total surface area, okay, of the cuboid. Now coming to the volume of the cuboid. So the volume, what do you mean by volume? Volume of the cuboid is the capacity of the cuboid, means how much it can contain. Okay, if you fill up with the water or any liquid thing, how much it can hold. Okay, that is the volume. So let us consider the base of the cuboid. So you can see that the base is basically a rectangle where we have the length and breadth, right? Now, what is the area of the rectangular base? So, the rectangular area of the rectangular base will be L into B, correct? Now, let us place another rectangle of the same length and breadth on it. Okay, so you can see clearly what is the now area of the two rectangle, that is 2 into L into B. Now, let us place another rectangle of same length and breadth on them. So, now the area will be 3 into L into B. Now continuing the process, if we place H such rectangles on one another, okay, so if there are the height is H, so that means you can place H number of rectangles one top of the other, then the formula will be what is the space occupied for that. That will be H into L into B. As we can already see that for one rectangle it is LB, for two rectangle it is 2LB, for 3 it is 3LB. If you keep on doing like this, for H number of rectangles it will be H into L into B. So that is the total space occupied by the cuboid, and you know that the total space occupied by the cuboid is basically the volume of the cuboid, the capacity of the cuboid. So the volume of the cuboid formula is H into L into B. Okay. So the volume of the cuboid is L into B into H, or H into L into B, whatever you can say. Okay. So normally we say L into B into H. I hope this is clear that we have learned total surface area, vertical surface area, and the volume of the cuboid. So that is the volume of the cuboid is L into B into H. Now we are going to do some problems that is based on the cuboid. Okay. Okay, so now let's take a look at the problem given. The dimensions of a cuboid in centimeter are 16 into 14 into 20. Find its total surface area. So what are given in the question? The dimension of a cuboid. So dimension, what do you mean by dimension? Dimension means the length, breadth and height of the cuboid. Okay, so cuboid has, since cuboid is a three-dimensional figure, so it has three dimensions, that is length, breadth and height. Now we need to find out the total surface area. So now for the given cuboid, the length L is 16 centimeter, breadth B is equal to 14 centimeter and height H is equal to 20 centimeter. So we have to find the total surface area of it. So the total surface area, first we need to know the formula for finding the total surface area of cuboid. So we know that is 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. Now total surface area of the cuboid, now put the values here in the formula. 2 into LB, that is 16 into 14 plus B into H, that is 14 into 20 plus L into H, that is 16 into 20. Now calculate all of this. 16 into 14 is 224. 14 into 20 is 280. 16 into 20 is 320. Now add up all of this. So we will get 824. So 2 into 824 is 1648. Since it is a surface area, so remember always the unit will be in terms of square. So since it is given in centimeter, so it will be centimeter square. So that is the answer for this question. So this is the answer. Okay, 1648 centimeter square is the total surface area of the cuboid. Now let us take a look at the another problem. The cuboid water tank has length 2 meter, breadth 1.6 meter and height 1.8 meter. Find the capacity of the tank in liters. So here they are asking for the capacity. Okay. So now first what we need to check what is given in the question. The cuboid water tank, the length is given. Okay. That is L is equal to 2 meter. Breadth is also given 1.6 meter. Height H is equal to 1.8 meter. Now we need to find the capacity of the cuboid tank. Okay. So capacity means we know that is the volume. So what is the formula for finding the volume of the cuboid? That is L into B into H. Now we put the values over here in this formula. Okay, that is 2 into 1.6 into 1.8. So that is coming 5.76. Since it is volume, so always the unit will be in terms of cube. So here it is given as meter, so it will be meter cube. Okay. So this is the answer. Okay, now one thing over here, they are asking the answer in terms of liters. Okay. So if you write just 5.76 meter cube, then you will not get the full marks because here they are asking the answer in liters. So we know that 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters. So we need to convert this unit into liters first. So 5.76 into 1000 liters. Okay. So that is equal to 5760 liters. So this is the answer. So the volume of the cuboid water tank is 5,760 liters. Now, another problem, let us take a look. A fish tank is in the form of a cuboid whose external measures are 80 centimeter into 40 centimeter into 30 centimeter. The base, side faces and back face are to be covered with a colored paper. Find the area of the paper needed. Okay, so this is a different type of question. Here we need to find out which area we need to cover. Okay. So first thing is given in this question that the fish tank is in the form of a cuboid. So let us draw the cuboid first. Okay. Now the measurement are given, that is length, breadth and height is given. So here length is L, that is 80 centimeter. Breadth is B, that is 40 centimeter. And height is H, that is 30 centimeter. Okay. Now the base side faces. So base, that is LB, right? Base, you can see that is the area of the rectangle, that is the LB. Side faces means the side one, that is a vertical faces. Not all of them. Okay, only the side one, not the front and back one. Side faces means the blue one. And back face. So back face is the green one. Okay, that has to be covered with the colored paper. Only the front face will not be covered. Okay, so now area of the paper needed, that will be equal to the area of the base. Okay, that is the pink one. Then area of the two side faces, whichever currently is blinking, that one. And finally the back faces, that is the green one. Okay, which is currently blinking. Now the area of the base. So first we need to find the formula for finding the area of the base. That is very easy, that is L into V, right? Now put the values of L and B. 80 into 40, that is equal to 3200 centimeters square. Now we need to find the area of two side faces. So now if you take a look, the side faces, we have H and B. So the area of two side faces will be 2 into B into H, because there are two rectangles. Okay, so that's why 2 into B into H. So 2 into B is 40, H is 30, right? So 2 into 40 into 30 is 2400 centimeters square. Now area of the back face. Back face is equal to, if you take a look, the back face, we have length and height. So the area of the back face is equal to L into H. Now put the values over here. That is 80 into 30, that is 2400 centimeters square. Okay. Now if you keep on adding all this, then you will get the total area of the paper required. So the area of the base and two side faces and the back face we already got. Now just add all of them. So the area of the paper needed is equal to area of base plus area of two side faces plus area of back face. So that is equal to 3200 plus 2400 plus 2400. So which is 8000 centimeters square. So this is the total area of the paper needed is 8000 centimeters square. Okay. The next topic we are going to learn. We have already learned about the cuboid. Now we are going to learn about the cube. So we need to understand what do you mean by cube. Okay. Okay, so now let's take a look at the cube. So first we need to understand what is cube. Okay. So cube is a special type of cuboid in which all surfaces are square in shape. So what is the difference between cube and cuboid? Yeah, since we have already learned about the cuboid. So cuboid, we have seen that each face is a rectangle, right? So there are total 6 faces. each of which is a rectangle. But in cube is basically all the faces should be a square. Okay, so now let us first take a look of some examples of cube, like the Rubik's cube. So you can see that here all the faces are in the shape of square, like dice. That is also an example of cube. Now let us see the geometrical figure of cube. So this is the geometrical figure of cube. So similar to cuboid, cube also has 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally the 6th face. Okay. Now all the sides of a cube are equal. So let L be the length of each side. So if we consider that each side length is L, then the formula for finding what are the different thing that we have learned in cuboid, that is the vertical surface area, total surface area. So similarly, if we need to find the vertical surface area for cube, so how we are going to find it? So since vertical surface area means that 4 vertical faces we are talking about, right? So now the cube has 4 vertical square faces. So vertical square surface area is equal to 4 into area of a square face. Now since here all sides are equal, so if we can find out the area of one square, so that will be, and if we multiply it with 4, then we will get the vertical surface area. So area of square is equal to, we know that is side square. So vertical surface area is 4 into L square, since here we have considered that L is the side of the square, right? So that is the vertical surface area. So 4L square is the vertical surface area. Now what will be the total surface area? So total surface area is the total 6 faces. So 6 into area of a square face, that is 6 into L square. Okay. Now coming to the volume of a cube. So volume means, we know that volume means the capacity. So volume of the cube is the capacity of the cube. So here volume of the cube will be, so earlier we have learnt about the volume of the cuboid. So that is L into B into H. But here for cube, L, B and H all are same, right? So here instead of LBH, we will write L into L into L, that is L to the power 3 or L cube. So volume of the cube will be L cube. Now let us take a look at some problems based on the cube. The first problem is, the side of a cube is 60 centimeter. Find the total surface area of the cube. So side of the cube is given, that is L equal to 60 centimeter. So we need to find the total surface area. So what is the formula for finding the total surface area of cube? That is 6L square. So total surface area of the cube is equal to 6L square, that is 6 into L is 60, so 60 square. So 6 into 3600, that is 21,600 centimeters square. So the total surface area of the cube is 21,600 centimeters square. Now the next problem is, perimeter of one face of cube is 24 centimeter. Find the total area of the 6 faces and the volume of the cube. So what is given in the question? The perimeter of one face of the cube is 24 centimeter. So one face means one side, means one face. Perimeter is given. So we know that the face is a square shape, right? So the perimeter of one face of cube is equal to the perimeter of the square. So that is given as 24. So perimeter of square is 4 into side. right? That is the formula for the perimeter of square. So 24 is equal to, if we consider that L is the side of the square, that is 24 equal to 4 into L. So finally L will be equal to 24 by 4, that is equal to 6 centimeter. Now we need to find the total area of 6 faces. So what is the formula for finding the total surface area of cube? That is 6L square. So total surface area of cube will be 6L square. So that is 6 into 6 square, that is 6 into 36 equal to 216 centimeter square. Now we need to find the volume of the cube. So the formula, what is the formula for finding the volume of the cube? That is L to the power 3 or L cube. So that is 6 cube. So that is equal to also 216, but this time unit will be centimeter cube. For area always it will be centimeter square, and for cube it will be centimeter cube. So the final answer is the total surface area of the cube is 216 centimeter square and the volume of the cube is 216 centimeter cube. Now next problem is the volume of a cube is 1000 centimeter cube. Find its total surface area. So here volume is given. So what is the formula for volume? That is L cube. So volume of the cube is L cube, that is equal to 1000. So L will be cube root of 1000, that is equal to 10 centimeter. Okay. Now we need to find the total surface area. So what is the formula for finding the total surface area of cube? That is equal to 6L square. So the total surface area of the cube will be 6L square, that is 6 into 10 square, that is 600 centimeters square. Okay, so final answer is total surface area of the cube is 600 centimeters square. Now let us take a look at some problems where we will be using both cube and cuboid. Okay. So here in this question, two cubes each of volume 64 centimeter cube are joined end to end. Find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. So in this question, cube is also given. Okay. So what is given in this cube? That each cube is, the volume is 64 centimeter cube. Okay. Now beside that another cube which is also 64 centimeter cube, that is joined together. So we need to find the, so whenever two cubes are joining, it is forming a cuboid, right? So we need to find the surface area of the cuboid. So this is the green one is the entire cuboid. We need to find the surface area of this. Surface area means the total surface area of the cuboid they are asking. Now what is the formula to find the surface area of the cuboid? So that is equal to 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. Right. Now here first we need to know the value of L, B and H of the cuboid. Right. So how we are going to find that? Now here what is given? That volume of one cube is given, that is 64 centimeter cube. Okay. So now what is the formula for finding the volume? If you take a look at the picture, that what is the L? L is the lower portion, right? So if we can find the side of the one side of the cube, right? And if we join that two sides, then we will get L, correct? And since this B and H, these are the cube's side, so this will be always the side of the cube. Now first we need to know the volume of the cube formula, that is a to the power 3. A means where A is the side of the cube. Okay. So A cube is equal to 64. So A is equal to cube root of 64, that is 4 centimeter. So we got the value of A. Okay. Now if we join this A and A, we will get L. Correct. So and B and H are always same because this is a cube. So now after joining the cubes, L is equal to 4 plus 4, that is 8 centimeter, B is 4 centimeter, and H is also 4 centimeter. Now surface area, now put all these values in the formula, that is 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. So 2 into 8 into 4 plus 4 into 4 plus L into 4. So that is 2 into 32 plus 16 plus 32. That is 2 into 80, that is 160 centimeter square. So that is the surface area of the cuboid. Okay, so surface area of the cuboid is 160 centimeter square. So that's all for today. So there will be another, not only one, there will be more videos that will be coming up for the surface area and volume chapter. I hope you have understood this chapter well. If you have not understood yet, then please again revisit. I hope you will be able to understand it. And still, if you have any doubt, you can always put it in the comment section. I will try to come up with a separate video for that to explain it in much better way. Okay. So if you like my video, please just hit the like button. Okay. And if you like it, please share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe. So for that, you need to just press the bell icon. Okay. That's all for today. Thanks. Bye bye.